Welcome to the Madam Lanaverse. This is your beloved creative entrepreneur episode. And I'm outside. Not for the whole video. This is going to be a shorty. And the wind is winding, so I just wanted to put the beginning outside. This is like marking a shift from just talking face videos, like get more centered on art. Wanted to take time to just get into how I'm moving, my outlooks on things, and I think that's about it. Some of us, we're all born with our cards in life, and I've had a lot of privileges that I didn't fully understand or grasp. I just had a lot of envious people. And people who don't have experience with my gifts, my favor, the lifestyle, creative, trying to tell me what to do and what to be, who to be. And that's dead. It is bold, reckless, selfish privilege to move forward full time with full confidence as a creative entrepreneur at the age of 35. Ain't no shame stopping me, baby. Keeping up with the channel, or you perusing through the videos. I've gone through a lot of changes, experimenting with a lot of different things. But at the heart of it is that I want to get great at art. I want to be a great illustrator, become a great animator, produce my own IPs, fund them shits, film, books, whatever form it takes. I want to have full ownership, creative power, and all that shit. And that's always been the dream, but as it goes, you need money. Yeah. So, in the hard mode to move forward just with freelancing, doing service business, selling my own products. The main reason for that is just most of my life has just been around some really fucked people. Just peopling, and it's that's the real world. Well, motherfucker, you can keep that real world, because I'm not participating in this bitch. It's hard enough cultivating the craft, changing myself, and winning at things and maintaining it on top of dealing with people's bullshit. Nah. Just like I got myself posted up in this car, I am insulating myself, not for isolation, solitude. It's just it's tough enough having the gifts that I have, navigating those, and as they start to come to fruition, being around people who are making problems because their low self-esteem, their lack of guidance, they feel ugly, they feel fat, they not following their dreams. Because the light in me is tickling their demons that they keep trying to lock up within themselves, they start making problems with me. And I'm just nah. So that, on top of just getting my brain in order to put things, to just build the structures of my life, because I'm doing original shit. It's just that's why I'm it's very privileged of me to be I'm not getting a 9 to 5. I'm not even doing the part-time shit, because I don't want to intertwine energies. I do not want to interact with people who I just don't want to take the chance of being around, having anybody in my vicinity, getting money from any place, from any source that is poisonous to what I got going on. So that's just the way things are. And really, so I've found, and again, why I feel like people be feeling some type of way, is I'm a favored individual. I am blessed. I am one. I'm capable of becoming one with source, the universe. I embody godhood. And that can be it's a very sensitive, fragile ability when you're navigating it. And I have experience like a bitch picking up on that shit and trying to steal, like motherfuckers stealing this shit from me. It's crazy. Hardest part about I've learned the hardest part about entrepreneurship and freelancing, doing shit on your own, isn't even the work. It's the human element. It's the fact that you have to change. And that as you are changing, everything and everyone is responding, and you get to you see, and you have to tune up your vision like I did, tune up and really start to learn how to feel and trust instincts about how motherfuckers are moving within and without your favor. And how all that shit can just be a motherfucking distraction to, like, that's the test. That is the major obstacle. That is the hard part, is that people make themselves into obstacles because they not focused on their shit, and they feel entitled to thinking that they're supposed to have what you got instead of trying to figure out their own shit and building on that. And using their own motherfucking energy and using people who actually want to be used by them instead of being like thieving spirits is trash. I don't want to be around that. It's been a lot of learning self-love, boundaries, and all that shit so that I can just stay on track for what I'm supposed to be doing while I'm here. Because motherfucker, I'm going to have to die one day. And I ain't let no motherfucker like get in the way of me living how the fuck I want to live. It's entitled, and motherfucker, that's entitled. And that's your own motherfucking problem if you don't like that shit. Like, you don't like not liking things that I'm saying, that I'm doing, how I'm existing. Ain't get like, you gotta talk to the bitch in the mirror about that. If you mad that I'm minding my own motherfucking business. What are you doing? Are you minding your business? No, you're not. So, all that to say, the channel I'm focused on, because I've been putting this together over 2-3 years or whatever. I was pretty consistent for about a year or so. With 2023 was solid with my mostly consistency posting on here, because it's a long game. Business, pretty much anything you do in life is a long game, depending on the results that you want. I do want the YouTube to potentially become a source of monetization. I'll be saying whatever the fuck I want, so it can be hit or miss if this is going to be a source of major income for me, but it will definitely lead to other opportunities. It gives people an idea of who I am and the work that I do. And as I have gotten, I guess I can say I'm getting comfortable. It's not really the word I want to go with, but I've just been getting rooted. We're going to use some plant analogies, some garden shits, nature. I've been getting rooted in being active on LinkedIn, and that was just a whole process in really understanding who I am, how I want to show up, what services I want to provide, because human interactions are just so spontaneous, fragile. They're kind of fragile at the beginning. It's a seed that you are nurturing when developing relationships with people. And to be on LinkedIn, if you're somebody who's about your career, about your business, about developing as a professional, as opposed to somebody who just whines and complains about the types of posts on there, you get direct access to very powerful decision makers. So, yeah, it does matter how I'm choosing to show up, who I want to be known for, because I have gone through the gamut of to me, it was blowing up in 6 months with opportunities being clients, being featured on podcasts, getting into conferences, writing for publications, people coming to me, asking me to do certain work. all within 6 months or less of me getting into the cannabis industry, as I continually will talk about, and that just leading to other opportunities from people I have never talked to face to face, people I haven't even been on the phone with, just being like, oh, I really like your presence, I want to work with you, or hey, my friend needs help with their edibles company, let me connect the two of you. This shit fucking matters. And that's why, like, I've just been kind of up and down with figuring out who I am and how I'm presenting myself, because I know things can happen so fucking quickly. Like, things just do that when you're intentional and you're clear about who you are and what you want. So, with that said, like I said, with YouTube monetization, like, my plan is to monetize, at least grow this bitch. If I can get to 1,000 subscribers in 3 months, that would be hot. 1,000 in 6 months, I'd still be happy with that too. I'm shooting for 3 months because I'm crazy. I'm just thinking about the other shit I gotta do. But my other thing is, like, because I've been so business focused on LinkedIn, like, there's Laniverse.com, and now there is LaniverseWorks.com. Laniverse.com is just my personal brand because I am the Madam Laniverse. But then, as I was getting back into the space with the service side, like service business wise, and working with customers or clients and stuff like that, I did have Faded Lane. That was my brand in earlier videos, like videos from last year. And it was just like, it circles back to the topic of why people say to have one niche or to just focus on building a personal brand. It's not about you limiting yourself. It's to make it easier for people to know how to work with you. And I had a talk with a homie, and he was like, well, people gotta figure it out. I was like, no, like, get out of this egoic shit. Our job is to, yes, show up as ourselves. The successes build upon how many people you fucking help and how easy you make it for people to know what you do and how you can help them. Like, if you're doing 5 different things, you got 10 different names, how you navigating things, and sure, you can balance all that, but that it takes longer to build and to get substantial results with that. My thing isn't just, oh, I want to make a living. No, I'm making buku big fucking lucrative money. I have positioned myself as a creative executive. I have already been in the position to lead companies, to shape the future of companies with their brand strategy, how they're doing their creative content, how their language and messaging is showing up in their companies. And especially when you encounter the talk of, or the saying of, walk with the confidence of a mediocre white man, I do that shit. It doesn't mean that you have to be mediocre in everything you do, but it's literally, as soon as I get experience doing 1-2 things and the client is fucking happy and they're ecstatic, I am an expert. Of course, you're investing the time to check for the results, but that's just the game, and I'm playing to win. Again, that's why I'm like, I don't want to be bothered with being in spaces I don't want to fucking be in, dealing with people I don't want to fucking deal with, because it's noise, because the level of work that I am doing, this is like bench pressing or doing squats. This is increasing your weight at the gym. If you're doing bench presses and you're 20 pounds over what your body is used to, do you want some nigga in your fucking ear bitching about how hard it is? No, you don't. Because you're already busy and focused on pushing your motherfucking limits. They're not even a part of the equation. That's a rat screeching in your motherfucking ear, and I don't have time for that. I'm just not about it. I'm in a space where I'm at the last rungs of who I can tolerate this shit from, and me cutting myself emotionally away from that If you are putting me down, if you are telling me what I can and cannot do, you're a fucking liability. I will use you if you are in a place to be used for as long as I need to, because you're just replaceable. Your presence is temporary until you get the fuck out my goddamn way. So I make you get the fuck out my way and you're not useful anymore. And it's really up in the air if you get to have access to me again, because you already showed me and told me what you thought of me. I ain't got shit to prove to nobody on this motherfucking planet. And that's just where I'm at. So, with this channel and monetizing it, it's LinkedIn is the business space. It would be cool to attract some new clients from this space. This channel is, of course, like personal blog, vlog, and everything. But it's now the home of where I'm posting my art, where I want more of my videos to be around the art that I'm doing and the projects that I'm doing. So this is a very talk video. Had to get it out my system because I just wanted to. Hit the community page, look for my posts because I'm posting up the art. I wake up at 5 a.m. most days of the week. I ain't fucking doing that every day. But I wake up and draw. I doodle, I do some shit. Doing stuff with the Indo-Can band. I got that project launched on Shopify. Part of that campaign is just doing visuals that feature the characters because I want people to start developing relationships with my characters. I'm occasionally just doing doodles for Orange 91. More on that later. I do like a little doodle series of me and my dog, and just me on a beach or just out in the world, existing, floating in space, whatever the fuck. It's just like, that's where I'm at. So, thanks for tuning in. You want to support the realm of the Laneverse? Go to laneverse.com, hit that Ko-fi link, send me some money for tea, bud, living, whatever. If you want to work together, hire me for some artwork, whatever the fuck, you can still go to laneverse.com. There is a direct link to Laneverse Works, or you can just go to laneverseworks.com. You still gonna have to contact me because at the time of this recording, I don't have the pricing listed for like commission work or whatever, because that's not the service that I'm promoting at the moment. But just go to the hire me page, send me a contact, or get on my calendar, talk. Pretty much the starting balance you should have in your bank account, most work is going to start at $1,000 just off rip. So nothing less. I can do 50% deposits, so be prepared for that. Just know the work is never going to be under $1,000 to work with me, because I got shit to do. I ain't trying to can you do a bust? You do a portrait of me for $25. Nigga, take your ass to Fiverr. I don't have time for that shit. So that's just it. You don't think my skill levels or whomever the fuck, because they charge $150, I don't give a fuck. What their business model ain't got shit all to do with me. So subscribe if you vibe. Feel free to like, comment wisely, share with love, and I will catch you on the 18th of April.